In this video, we shall try to answer some additional mathematics exam questions. So we've got question 1 here. Question 1 reads, the points A 5,3 and B 1,-2 lies on a straight line. Find the equation of the line passing through the origin and the midpoint of the line AB. So the key thing here is the origin. So let's copy the points. We have got 5,3, that's A. For B, we have 1, -2. We also have origin. So the origin is always 0, 0. We need the midpoint. For the midpoint, we don't know, so we have to calculate the midpoint. To calculate the midpoint, we are going to use these coordinates, A and B, okay? So we know that the formula for midpoint is x2 plus x1 over 2, y2 plus y1 over 2. So this is the formula for finding the midpoint. Now on the coordinates, we have this is x1, y1, x2, and y2. Our job is just to plug them in right here. So we shall have 1 plus a 5. We say over a 2, comma. Here we shall have -2 plus 3 over a 2. Okay. So we just solve. We are getting a 6 over a 2, comma. Here it's a 1 over a 2. Okay. We simplify further. This is giving us a 3, 1 over a 2. Okay, so we have found the coordinates of the midpoint. So after finding the coordinates of the midpoint, we now find the gradient. So the coordinates is 3, 1 over 2. So we are going to get the 2 points, the origin and the midpoint, which is 3, 1 over 2. So now what we're going to do with this, we shall find the gradient. So gradient, the formula for finding gradient is right here. This is the formula for finding a gradient. And the reason why we are finding a gradient, we want it to help us find equation of a straight line. So out of our points, this is our x1, y1, x2, y2. We can substitute. So we're getting a 1 over 2, okay, as our x2 minus a 0 over 3 minus a 0. The next thing here will just be to simplify. So this is what we have. Our gradient will just be a 1 over 6. So this is our gradient. Now, after finding this gradient, we use or we write the formula for finding equation of a straight line, which is this one. So for y, we are going to put a 0. We are going to use these coordinates. If you want, you can use these. You still get the same answer. On m, we just found 1 over 6 as our m. Our x-axis is a 0 plus a c. So we find that the value of c will just be equal to a 0. After getting that value of c, we say y is equal to 1 over 6, the m that we found, x plus 0. Our final answer will be 1 over 6x. So this is the line, okay, that is passing through the origin and the midpoint of point A and B. Let's go to the next question, which is our question 2. All right, so we are done with question 1. Our question 2, we need to solve the simultaneous equation. So to solve the simultaneous equation, we have to copy what we've been given. So what we've been given here is we have 2y is equal to x plus a 10, and 2x power 2 plus x y minus y power 2 is equal to negative 16. So now these two equations, we shall solve them by substitution method. So we're going to have, we get, let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So we shall get equation 1, make x subject of the formula. So it will look like this. This is what we have. Hopefully you can see I've just moved this 10 to the other side, and this is what we have. So our next job will be to substitute all this where x is here and right here. So we shall have 2y minus 10 power 2 plus 2y minus 10, a y here, this y, minus y power 2 is equal to a 16. So now from here, we first sort out this one. This is the same as 2y minus 10 times itself because of the power 2, meaning we multiply this by itself. So we shall have a 4y power 2 minus 40y plus 100, okay, plus 2y minus 10y minus y power 2 is equal to negative 16. So now, from this stage, we can get rid of the brackets. We're getting 8y minus 80 plus 200. I've just multiplied these two by everything that is inside the brackets, plus 2y power 2 minus 10y minus y power 2 is equal to negative 16. The next thing here will just be to group the like terms. So I have 8y power 2 plus 2y power 2 minus y power 2 minus 80y minus 10y plus 200 plus 16 is equal to a 0. So this 16 has just crossed the equal sign. Here we are getting a 9y power 2 minus 90y plus 216 is equal to a 0. So we divide throughout by a 9, and this here, 9 and 9 will cancel. We shall just remain with the y power 2 minus 10. 9 into 9, it's 1. Into 90, it's 10. This is a 10 that we have. Y here plus a 24 is equal to 0. 9 into 9, 1. Into 216, it's a 24. So now, here, our job is to just solve for, to solve this, or solve for y. or solve this quadratic equation. So I'm going to solve it by factorization method, and you remember that you can solve it by whichever method you find easier working with. So I'll solve it by factorization method. So at this point and this point, we group. So we shall have y is common here. We are remaining with y minus 6. Here it's a 4, a negative 4, that is common. We shall remain with y minus 6, which is equal to a 0. So here we get what is in front of the brackets, this and this. Y minus 6 is equal to a 0. So we shall say y minus 4 is equal to a 0, or y minus 6 is equal to a 0. This implies that y is equal to 4 and y is equal to, or y is equal to 6. So I found two solutions, or two y values. We now find the x value. So to find the x value, we come to this point, we get what is here. So that is x equal to 2y minus 10. So we say x is equal to 2y minus 10. And we substitute this y. We want to find the value of x when y is equal to 4, meaning we shall get this 4, substitute it where y is. So we have x is equal to 2, 4 minus 10 there. We're getting 8 minus 10, which is simply giving us what? A negative 2. So when y is equal to 4, x is equal to negative 2. So the other side, or on the other end, which is y is equal to 6, we shall substitute a 6 here. We're getting a 12 minus 10. We're getting a 2 as our what? As our x. So this means y is equal to 4 when x is equal to negative 2. Here, these are the two solutions, and on the other hand, we have y is equal to 6, then x will be equal to a 2. So these are the four solutions of this given question right here, question 2. Okay, so let's go to question 3 and see the solution that we'll get. All right, so for question 3, the question reads, find the range of values of k for which line y is equal to 3x plus k does not meet the curve y is equal to x power 2 plus 4x minus 4. So here, all what we need to do is to understand the discriminant. So this is a discriminant. If you know a quadratic formula, so what is found inside the root of the quadratic formula is what we call discriminant. So for this statement which says does not meet, if it does not meet, meaning the discriminant must be less than a 0. So what we're going to do is to copy the given equations. So these are the two given equations. Okay, so after copying, we are going to start with this. We say x power 2 plus 4x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus a k. This is because y is equal to this. So you just equate. Where y is, you substitute this. And this is what I've done. Okay. After equating, you make all the terms be on one side. And this is what we have. So this 3x will move with c, or will stand next to 4x. Minus 4 minus k is equal to 0. So now at this point, we know that this is our a, b, and this is a c. So we can just simplify here. X power 2 plus x minus 4 minus k is equal to a 0. So this is a constant. It's our c. Our b is here and our a is right here. Now our job is just to plug these right here in our discriminant. So let's copy our discriminant so that we see where exactly we are supposed to plug these coefficients that we're getting. So the number that is in front here, and here it's a 1. So for b, it's a 1 squared minus 4, a, it's a 1, and c, it's a negative 4 minus k less than a 0. So we just solve this equation or this inequality. We are getting negative 4 times 1, it's a negative 4, times negative 4, it's positive 16. Negative 4 times 1, it's negative 4, times negative k, it's positive 4k, less than 0. Okay, so here we shall have a 17 plus 4k less than 0. We group the like terms. So this is what we're getting. This 17, we cross the inequality. We divide by 4. So the value or the range, the values of k, or the range of values of k will be k is less than negative 17 over 4. So this is our solution. Okay, so let's go to the next question, which is question 4. All right, so we are now on question 4. Question 4 is under functions. So let's copy the two functions. We have f, okay, x, we have 2 minus x there, and we also have g, okay, we have this is what we have. And the first question, which is question A, they want us to find f of g of x. So what it means here, it means that you just get this function right here and substitute it where x is here in the other function. So we shall say, or we shall write f of g of x is equal to 1 over 2 minus 4 minus 2x over 3, like that. So next here is just to simplify. That's all. So to get rid of the brackets, this negative will be multiplied by 4 by negative 2 over 3x, which will give us positive 2 over 3x. So the next thing here will just be to write a 1, okay, over, and we work out what is here, what is down here. So down here we have a 3 as the lowest common denominator. So we shall say a 1, there's a 1 here. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 times 2, it's a 6. Minus, there is a 1 here. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 times 4, it's a 12. Plus 3 into 3, it's 1. 1 times 2x, it's a 2x. Okay, here we simplify further. we're getting a negative 6 plus a 2x over a 3. So here we shall reciprocate. It will be 3 over 2x minus 6. This is our solution. Okay? So we go to question B. Question B, they want us to find the value of x for which f of g of x is equal to g of x. So here, f of g of x is equal to g of x. So f of g of x is right here, what we just found. So this is 3 over 2x minus 6 is equal to, and then g of x is what is right here. This is g of x, or this, we can say this is g of x. So that is a 4 minus 2 over 3x. So we work out, we are getting something like this, 12 minus 2x over 3. We cross multiply, this will be 9 is equal to 2x minus 6 multiplied by 12 minus 2x, like that. So when we multiply here, we are simply getting a 9 equal to 24x, here 24x, and this one negative 4x power 2. For this one, it's giving us negative 72. This one positive 12x. We now, if you're able to see, this is a quadratic equation. We write it in standard form. So this is how it will be. So this is 24x plus 12x is 36. When it crosses the equal sign, it will be negative 36. Here it will be plus 81, which is equal to 0. So 9, when this 72 crosses the equal sign, the negative 72, it will be positive 72. And then you add it to this 9, you get 81. So this is a quadratic equation. We solve it by using this formula, the quadratic formula. You'll find that the solution that you are going to get will be x is equal to 4.5. So this is the solution. When you solve using this quadratic formula, you get this answer. Let's go to the next question, which is question 5, and see what we can get out of question 5. On question 5 here, we've been asked to find the perimeter of the shaded region. So the shaded region is right here. For us to find the perimeter, we need to have this side, and this side. Okay? So let me use this. So we first need to calculate this side. So calculating the side, XA, we can either use SOHCAHTOA or Pythagoras theorem, because this is 90 degrees, okay? So I'm going to use SOHCAHTOA. Okay? So I have an angle here, right here, opposite. I can use hypotenuse also. So sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So sine theta is 0.84, which is equal to, the opposite is what I'm looking for here, over hypotenuse, which is 13.8. So we just cross multiply. Opposite will be what? will be equal to 13.8 times sine 0.84, which is equal to, when I punch on my calculator, 13.8 times sine 0.84. Make sure your calculator is in radians. Okay, it's supposed to be in radians. So we're getting a 0.27607506. So our AX is what we found here. Okay, AX. We find our AB. So for AB, so we're going to say arc length is equal to theta times r. So our theta is 0.84 times r is the radius from here to here. So that is 13.8. We just multiply, that is 0.84 times 13.8. 0.84 times 13.8. We are simply getting 11.592. Next, we find this side. We have already found this side, which is this. For this side, we just found it now, which is this one. Now we need to find this length or this distance, bx. So for bx, we just say 13.8 minus 9.23. So 13.8 minus 9.23, this is giving us a 4.57. So our final answer, which is perimeter, will simply be equal to adding all these, this plus this plus this. So it will be 10.27607506 plus 4.57 plus 11.592. So when we add, what are we getting? Let me see. 10.2760 7506 plus 4.57 plus 11.592. We are simply getting a 226.4 centimeters. So this is our perimeter. We go to the next question. Actually, here it's perimeter. Yeah. We go to the next question where we've been asked to find area of a shaded region. So we have got this shaded region. Now to find its area, so this is for B, question B. To find its area, we first find area of a sector. So this is the formula for finding area of a sector in radians. So we have 1/2, theta is 0.84, radius is 13.8, power 2 there. So you can see the radius from here to here is 13.8. The theta, the angle which is here, it's 0.84. That is in radians. So you must make sure that your calculator is in radians. So 1 times 8.4 times 13.8 squared. We are getting a 159.9696. Divide by 2. When we divide by 2, we are getting a 79.98480 centimeter squared. So this is area 1. We call it area 1. we find area 2. So area 2 will just be the area of this right angle triangle, this one here. Okay, hopefully you can see. So that will be 1 over 2 BH, which is equal to 1 over 2 times our B. Our B will just be the opposite that we found, and our H will be the opposite that we found. Our B will be this one here, the base. So it will be base 9.23 times the height, which is a 10.27607.506. So when we multiply there, 9.23 times 10.27 or 27607.506, we're getting a 94.8481728 divided by 2. When you divide by 2, we are simply getting a 47.4240.864 centimeter squared. So our final answer will simply be area 1 minus area 2. So what are we getting? Area 1 minus area 2. Area 1 is 79.9848 minus area 2, which is 47.4240.864. This is simply giving us a 32.6 centimeter squared, power 2 there, squared. Thank you so much. We end right here. In our next additional mathematics video, we'll do question 5 to 10. Bye-bye.